in RV transporting, tires is very important. So I want to talk about 3 sets of tires today. Toyo's is my favorite tire. I could not get a set of them. I called my tire guy. He tried and tried. I couldn't, and I needed some tires. My second go-to when I can't get Toyo's is Nitto's, and I got a Nitto sitting right over here. Nitto G2, the Grappler. I want y'all to get a good look and look at the tread pattern. Tread pattern is pretty good. I got really good fuel mileage with it. It done good in snow. It done good in ice. It done good in mud. I have no complaints with these at all. The Toyos, like I said, have no problem. Got good fuel mileage with them too. Now, I got a buddy. He's got a big famous YouTube channel, and it's C Farmer. If y'all ever heard of him, if you hadn't, go check him out. He said he loves the BFGoodrich. He drives a Chevy. I drive a Dodge. That don't make no difference. But he does the same thing, RV transport. And I want to tell you, the only thing I get a hold of, I got them. And I got them on the truck. I'll show you how they look. They got a good pattern on them. And when I first put them on, you know, they look good on the truck. They got good pattern. They're the BFGoodrich, the KO2. And of course, this one and this one, and they both got the mud and snow, which is very important in some states. You can get a ticket if you get in a wreck or whatever, but I want to tell you my opinion on this. I have him here holding the camera now. He's going to give his opinion too. I wanted y'all to get, hey guys, I wanted y'all to get 2 people's opinion, because he's on his 3rd set, and this is my 1st set. Well, the first 10,000 miles sucked. I mean, I hated these tires. I put them on, and they walked all over the place. I went 5,000 miles, I rotated them, and they still walked. They walked with no camper on. They'll just walk down the road all over the place, and I hated them. And once they got broke in, it was a good tire. I'd done been off-road with them, and I had no complaints except one. The one biggest complaint I have, and the reason why I will not buy them again unless I cannot get the other 2, is I lost fuel mileage. In my truck, I lost a couple miles to a gallon. To me, that's a lot. And so, but as far as a great tire, I had no complaints except the fuel mileage. Why I lost fuel mileage, I don't know, but I did. But I'm gonna turn it over to him and let him give his opinion on it.
Hey y'all, so I did, when I first put the KO2s on my truck, it walked around like what he said, and I didn't know if I was going to like them or not, because the first season that I ran them was through, I was just back to back through Wyoming on 80. Every time I turned around, it was like snow and ice, just something all the time. But after the first 3 trips out there, they started getting better, and they basically completely quit walking on me. And I didn't notice as much of a fuel mileage drop as he did. I think I did notice some, but they are a more aggressive tire. But the tires I went from was the Goodyears, which they did really good fuel mileage, really good on road. You know, if you don't live in a situation where you need like better traction, then I wouldn't recommend them. You know, but if like me, I live on a small farm, and it stays really muddy at the bottom of the pastures where I keep my trailers, and I got tired of going down there and spanning around. I never had to get somebody to pull me out, but I made a heck of a mess, and it was rough on my truck. Now I rarely ever even like it in 4-wheel drive. I have not tried either one of the 2 tires that he was talking about, the Nitto or the Toyo, but I may give them a shot one day. But those are working for me, and it's weird because the first set I put on walked like crazy. You feel it when you're driving down the road doing this number. The second set I put on, I didn't notice it that bad. Maybe because I was pulling 5th wheels all the time. The 3rd set that I pulled, or this 3rd set that I have on now, I never felt them walk. You know, for me, I like them. I'll probably get another set when I go back. If they can't get them, I'll see if they've got one of the two sets that he's got. But I think those are a more gettable tire. I think the Toyos and the Nittos are a little bit harder to get right now. I think everything's kind of hard to get right now. But I am kind of jealous that he was offered them in white letters, and I wasn't. You know, for the 20s, they said that's all they had was a black wall. So, yeah, I do still think I love the way they look on his truck, but I agree with him. If he's, you know, fuel's money. You know, if you're losing miles per gallon over time, that's going to add up. And if he's getting the same traction out of these that I am out of those, you know, like I said, I'm not opposed to swapping, but I know those are working good for me. I love the way they look. I don't mind the way they ride. They are a little bumpy, you know, a little bit more bumpy, but I came from a solid street tire to that. So, I mean, my opinion, I still like them, but that's why we did this video, is because different people, different trucks, different perceptions, you know, different driving habits, different everything is going to make a difference. So what works for me didn't work for him. It's, you know, that good, you know, and what works for me may not work for you guys. We just want to give two different ideals and two different perceptions, two different opinions and two different perceptions on the same tire.
Well, I hope this video helped you out. You know, you got two different people talking about the same tire. I've only got about 18,000 miles on my tire. I'm going to do another review on it, so if you want to subscribe, there will be another one out. See how many miles I'm going to get off of. You know, I do want to go back to my Toyos, but if I can get them. Thank you for joining us. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe.